Hello friends, welcome to my channel Novatech Videos, and in this video I will try to demonstrate how to install the licenses of RDS on server 2019 and how to point all servers towards our licensing server, RDP licensing server. So let's go ahead and start. So I have this server to 2019, and before this, let me clear that this server is holding couple of more roles, but this is my uh, demo and lab infra. But you can install the licensing server as a dedicated server. So let's go ahead and start. So for that, actually we have to install a role. So let me show you. We have to click on add remove, add roles and features wizard, and click on next and next. So this server is a domain controller also. So here we can see one role, that is remote desktop services, and you can see the description. Remote desktop services enables users to access virtual desktop, session visitor desktop, and remote app programs. So we have to click on that and say next. Okay, then next. And here we have so many services, but since we are installing only the licensing for RDP, so we will select only this one, remote desktop licensing, and other services are related to RDP only, but we should have any application that should be running on this server. So for that we need remote desktop connection manager, gateway, session host, and the next videos we will discuss about each of them. But right now our target is to have a RDS server which can issue the license to do the RDP for the end users. So let's click on next, and I will click if restart is required, so automatically it will restart. So let me click on install. It is going to install now. So once the role is installed, we will configure the RDS licensing server. But before that, I would like to tell you some important information, that 2008 R2, 2012 and 2016 we have some setting, or the break. We can break we can delete some of the registry setting, and after that we can enable that. So and we have some roles also available. Once we install that role on the local server, so that will allow multiple remote connections, but it will be only for 120 days as a grace period. So the role is installed successfully, but I was telling that in 2012 R2 we don't have that provision. Even if we configure the policy, the ad hoc policy for multiple remote license, but still it will not work, it will not allow. So the role is installed, and apart from that we have to install one more feature. So let me tell you what is that feature. So that is the diagnostic feature that will help you to diagnose the issues and what's going on. So that is feature, not the role. So let me down and remote desktop. Okay, role administration tools. Services tools, and here you can note the path, remote desktop services tools, and this is the diagnoser. Let me click on that, and I'll let you know how it will help us. So this is a small feature that is also going to install now. So the feature is installed. Let me close this and let me check any reboot is pending. Okay, that's fine. So let me open the remote desktop services now. After installation, you can see this service here, remote desktop service, and role, and you can see licensing manager. So we have to click on licensing manager first, and it will appear like this. So this is the host name which is coming. So DC1, that is the host name, and I have not installed any licenses, and you can see here. And before we configure this, I would like to tell you one important thing here, that if you have 2012 R2 servers, and if you want to issue the RDP license for 2016, that is not possible, because you have to have the same operating system and same servers for which you are trying to issue the certificate or the RDP license. So just keep in mind. So you can see this is not yet configured and it is coming as red. So let me click on properties. So these are the licensing information available we have, and we are going to activate it now. So just right click on that and activate the server, and it will open a wizard. We have to click on next and leave it as default. And this is the method how you want to make a connection. So this is web or telephonic or automatic connection. So this is recommended one. So let me click on that. Okay, I got some error. So this requires the internet connection to activate the server. So I have this server, you can see here, this is the requirement. To activate, we have to have the internet connection on this. So let me do it quickly. So I have allowed the internet, and I'm going with the recommended settings. So let me click on next, and this is activated. And now you see, let me give the name. See, and rest I am leaving it as default, or you can give that all required field .com. Okay, next. This is optional, so I am leaving it as it, and now it is activating the server. Start. So currently I don't have licenses, but let me show you how we can install the licenses. Next, if I have the code, I can add the code and get the license added, but I don't have, so I'm going to cancel it. And after that, you would see this the warning mark over on the name. This is the server name. So some more configuration is required. So go to the advanced, right click and advanced review configuration, and here you would see add to the group. So this is the cal group which we have in active directory. So simply we have to click on that and continue. Add it to the services, and let's save it now. And now it is asking for reboot, and once this is restarted, it will turn into the green. So let me restart the server now. Okay, so that is mandatory. So let me restart. Okay, continue. So server is restarting now. So server restarted successfully. So let me click on remote desktop services and then licensing manager. So it should be turned in green. So it means it's ready. Currently we don't have any license available in this. So we have completed the configuration, and now we have to point it the servers. They will get the licensing from this server. So let's open the group policy. So that is the group policy. So this is domain controller, but if you have another domain controller, you have to open the group policy, and you have to locate then the OU where your all the servers which need RDP license, they should be part of that OU. So I'll configure this policy on BitLocker demo because I have so let's create a policy, and I'm just creating and linking this policy to the domain itself because I have only few test servers available. So whatever servers I have, that policy will be applied to them only. Well, create a new GPO RDP licensing, and you can give the name as per your convenience or as per the policy. Licensing. Okay, policy is created, and let's edit the policy now. Edit. let's expand the policies and administrative templates. Okay, then we have to expand the Windows component. Let me, and Windows component we have to look for remote desktop services, RD licensing, and here remote desktop session host and then licensing. So this is one of the policy which we need to configure. So use the specified remote desktop license servers. So we have to give the server name or IP address or FQDN. We can use any which way which we want, but make sure if you are using the FQDN or the server, then this should be resolved, the name should be resolved from the computer which need licensing from the server. So for that I am going to use DC-1 because this is reachable from everywhere. Otherwise you can give the IP also if you have multiple domains. Or let's apply and then OK. And secondly, we have to configure this policy licensing mode. So if you have purchased device license or user license, so you have to select the same. So I'm using as a device. If you have user licensing, you can use per user or per device. So I'm going with the per device because I don't have licenses, but it will give me the grace period for 120 days, and until then it will start issuing the license for RDP servers. So this is just done, and now we have to update the group policy. Update/force. Because this is applied on the same server, which is my RDS license server also. So this is applied successfully. And if you have multiple servers or you have divided the license, but that will be not the HA, but we can use two servers. So the primary server, if that goes down, then in that case the secondary server can issue the licenses. So here itself in the group policy, let me show you. So in this policy you can keep the multiple host name. Suppose if you have DC2 or any other server where you have installed the licenses, and that will issue the license in absence of the primary server. So you can give the multiple servers dividing into commands. So this server is completely set up for issuing the licenses, and this is available for 120 days. And once you have the licenses, you have to install license from here, but make sure you should have the internet connection. And so that will be one agreement key which is given from the Microsoft. So whatever license you have purchased, so they will be installed on this server, and accordingly they will be assigned to the computers as per device or user. So we call it as CALs. So that's it in this video, and thanks for watching.